welcome back to the Start and Succeed Show, a podcast where we share insights, tips, and strategies with you to help you build a more resilient and positive mindset and to help you on your leadership journey, be that in your personal life, in your business, or in your career. Now, I'm your host. My name is Kelly Brammer, and today I'm going to be talking to you about developing your personal brand. So whether you're an entrepreneur, a professional climbing the corporate ladder, or just somebody starting out, building a strong personal brand can really set you apart from other people and can open up new opportunities that you didn't even realize were possible for you. So to kick things off, I want to talk to you about what a personal brand actually is. Now you might be thinking, well, Kelly, it's you, it's me, it's all of us. We're all individual, unique people. So it's our own personal brand, and that's true. But it's also thinking about how you present yourself to other people, how you present yourself to the world. It's combining your skills, your experience, and your personality that you want other people to see. It's about building out your story, and it really reflects what you stand for, what you're passionate about, and how you bring value to the world. So developing your personal brand is not just for celebrities, it's not just for social media influencers, it's for anybody trying to take control of how other people perceive them and how they influence others. Now, a strong personal brand can help you build credibility, it can help you build trust, and it can help you build recognition in your field. And it can also lead to new opportunities, new collaborations, and it can even foster a sense of personal fulfillment. But how do you get started on that? How do you start to develop your personal brand and even figure out what your personal brand is and who you are and what your message is, what your story is? Now that is a journey, and I'm going to be sharing with you 3 steps to help you start developing that brand and progressing on that journey. So the first one is to look at defining the brand, defining your personal brand. Now that might sound obvious, but it really is crucial to have a clear understanding of what you want your brand to represent. How do you want people to perceive you? So you can start by asking yourself some fundamental questions. You can ask yourself, what are your core values? What are you passionate about? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the skills that you have? What experiences have you gone through? And what do you want to be known for? What do you want people to think when they engage with you? So take some time out, just reflect on those questions and be honest with yourself and write the answers down. And that's going to help you build the foundation of your brand. Just remember, your brand isn't about building a persona. It's not about creating someone who you think others want to see. It's about being authentic to who you are. It's about being genuine and honest and highlighting your true self. Once you've got clear on that, once you've got an idea of your values and your passions and the strengths, I want you to think about your target audience. Who is it that you actually want to reach? Who do you want to engage with? And understanding that audience is going to help you tailor your message and to determine how you get that message out there in front of them. And that brings me to step 2. And that's about creating consistent content and putting that content in the right place to get in front of the right people. So if we think about creating content, we're in a digital world. Everything is online. You've got also networking opportunities, which I'll touch on in a little while. But for now, we're just going to look at the digital side of things. So from a content perspective, in the digital world, content is king. It's how you communicate your brand to the world, not just to the people that you interact with on a day-to-day basis that are in your area. It's how you get there, out there on a whole nother level. So you want to think about what platforms make most sense for you and for the people that you're trying to target, so your audience. Now, that might be a blog, it could be being on social media, it could be Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever that might be. It could be a YouTube channel, or it might even be a podcast like this one. But the key is to determine where your audience is. Now, it's okay you saying you want to create a YouTube channel. That's great. But are your audience there? Are your audience there to listen to you, to watch you? You need to define that part. Where are they? And then meet them in that place. Once you've met them in that place, you can then start to extract them to the platform that you want to actually be on. Now, once you've done that, once you've figured out where you want to be, you want to develop a strategy. And that's a content strategy. So I want you to think about the different types of content that you want to create, what you're saying to people, how you're saying it, and how often you're going to be sharing it with them. And with this, consistency, honestly, is so important. By regularly sharing content that aligns not just with your own brand, but with your audience, is going to stay or help you stay top of mind with your audience. They're going to keep coming back to you. You're going to build loyalty and you'll build credibility in your brand. But you have to remember to provide value. You need to be of service. Share your knowledge, share your insights, share your experiences. By doing that, you're building that like, know, and trust factor. It helps you to position yourself as an expert in your field and to connect with others on a deeper level. Now we'll move on to step 3, and I touched on this lightly earlier, or I mentioned it earlier, and that's about networking and engaging with people. Now it's great to have a social media presence, let's say Instagram as an example, and you're sharing information with them and it's daily or weekly or however often. But how often are you actually engaging with the people that are actually responding to what you're putting out there? And that's in the digital space and in the offline world. So the third step is to really think about engaging and networking with your audience and other professionals in your industry in the right way. Building your personal brand is not just about broadcasting your message for all to hear. It's about building relationships with the right people, the people that you determine are your target audience. So you want to engage with your audience. You want to respond to comments, to messages, to feedback. You want to give feedback. You want to receive it. And you want to show appreciation to them. You want to be genuinely interested in their thoughts and their opinions. Because other people do have opinions. Some people don't like it. Some people point blank refuse to listen to somebody else's opinion, but they are quite then shallow-minded because, yes, it might be a different perspective, a different opinion. It's not to say they're right or to say they're wrong. It's to understand where they're coming from, and that might actually help you build out your own perspective on a particular matter by understanding how another person has got to that opinion and why they stay so true to it. Then to think about when you engage with somebody, it's not just in the online world, it's in the offline world. So you want to network, and you want to network effectively. So attend industry events, join professional groups, connect with peers in your field or influencers that might be able to support you in getting yourself out there. Networking can really help you stay updated on what's happening in your industry. It can open up collaboration opportunities that you didn't realize were even there to take. And it can lead to valuable, mutually beneficial relationships and partnerships with people. But that's the offline world. You can take the offline world into the online world. You can network on platforms like LinkedIn, like Twitter, even Instagram. They can be powerful tools to connect with like-minded people and potential clients or potential prospective employers in the future. So there's so many ways of doing this. There's so many ways of engaging with people, connecting with people, networking with people. But you have to make sure you've got your story straight first. You need to figure out who your brand is, what you stand for, what you're passionate about, what your values are, so that when you actually get out there and engage and network with people, you're sharing your authentic message. So as I say, that's 3 steps to help you just get started on developing that brand. The most crucial bit is the first bit. It's developing it. It's defining it. Once you've defined it, then get out there. Start creating consistent content. Start engaging with people. Start networking with others. And remember that this is a journey. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes patience. But the rewards, oh my gosh, the rewards can be so beneficial. So stay true to yourself and consistently work on that brand. Work on defining who you are, building that authentic version of you out, building out your story. And honestly, you can create lasting and impactful relationships with so many people. Now, I hope you found those tips useful and helpful. If you did, please subscribe to this podcast. I love for you to come and listen to more episodes as I share them. And please do feel free to give me reviews. I love to hear the feedback on the tips and insights and strategies that I'm sharing out there. If you know somebody who might find this useful, please share it with them. Again, getting that message out to the right people is so important.